What's going on, BBB Nation? Welcome back. It's free. It's time for our NFL Sunday show. But before we get into it, if we could ask you one favor, slide down below and hit that subscribe button for us. Dan, what is going on?
Looking for a little redemption on this NFL Sunday. Last week it was a little bit rough for your boy. I think it was like 0-9 to start the day or something like that. So we're going to try to reverse whatever the hell that was last week.
It's all right. I give out good college picks on the show and then bet completely different things on my own card and go terribly down on Saturdays. And then I dig out of the trenches on Sundays, and you, meanwhile, are in the call in the Discord crying about how much money you're losing. So it's a great time.
I have such an excellent time, YouTube. Let me tell you. Anyway,
I had a really funny joke, but I can't make it. It's too mean. Hawk would make it.
Of course. Anyway, Shadow Warhawk. Let's go ahead and jump into our NFL slate here. I think first on the list here, we got Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Is that what you got?
Not at all. Sounds good, though.
Hey, well, that's what
I just went in no order that it was on DK.
That's what I had on DK. Maybe, I may have been off of Action Network. I can't remember. Anyway.
It doesn't matter. Just start us off.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody cares what line you're looking at. Just start it off.
Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Cleveland is getting Nick Chubb back. I like that a lot. Even if they don't have Baker this week, I like Case Keenum to go ahead and Baker is going to play. All right. So Baker playing, Nick Chubb in there. We're going to go ahead and ride Cleveland at home against sorry Steelers team.
Yeah, I agree. Look at Pittsburgh 1-4 against the number last 5. Cleveland 6-3 against the number last 9. The only worrying thing I saw weird, just random trend, is Cleveland 0-6 ATS last 6 games played in Week 8.
Interesting. That's kind of a random one.
It's a random weird stat that it's like, do you want to take that? Like,
you want to take that seriously?
You think Week 8 matters? Like I heard somebody today bring up that the Cleveland Cavaliers don't play well on Fridays, which is a like at first I thought it was silly, and then they framed it in the perspective of, well, they're in Cleveland and they're ready to go to the club on Friday because they're not really not playing.
No way the clubs in Cleveland are that good. They ain't thinking about the NBA game.
I think they were at an away game.
Okay,
they were playing the Lakers, weren't they?
Okay, that makes more sense then. That makes a lot more sense then.
That makes a lot more sense.
But yeah, we'll get.
Take the Browns -4 here.
-4.5, I think, is what they're popping up at now. I initially had them at 3.5, but yeah, they're at 4.
The Browns -4, more -4.5, -5, -6, -6.5. Take a -7.
Maybe stop at 7 though.
Stop at 7. But I don't like this Steelers team at all. They don't play. They're not good. Big Ben. They need somebody else. Sorry, Steelers fans.
Yeah, and
but,
still,
it's past his prime.
And Juju's out for the year, so yeah, they're a little lighter receiver. So there you go.
Oh, they got my boy Washington, but they don't want to use him. So
they don't use him. Yeah.
They don't know how to use one of the most dynamic wide receivers to come out of college football in the last couple of years. So that's fine.
So you say.
What do you got next for us, Dan?
What's the next one on the docket? We got Miami visiting Buffalo. Miami is terrible against the spread this year. Just terrible. Buffalo coming off a week of rest. I like Buffalo to go ahead and smack them.
Yeah, smack him in the mouth. If it goes above 14, I'm probably not going to play it, but it was at 14 at the time I looked at it. So at 14, I'm hammering it. Bills are 4-2 ATS. Miami 1-5 ATS last 6. This Miami team's just terrible. They're trying to get rid of their quarterback. They don't know if they want to get rid of their quarterback. They don't know if they want to keep their quarterback. Yeah, I don't know. They're terrible. So give me this Bills team, especially at home.
Especially at home, yeah. Especially after was the loss to Tennessee worrying? Maybe a little bit for them. I still like Buffalo to probably, and I still think they're probably the favorite in the AFC right now. Miami ain't no Tennessee, folks.
Speaking of,
yeah,
This one confuses me, and we talked about this earlier in the week. Is the Colts are the favorite here at home against the Titans? Indianapolis. The only thing I can think of here, Dan, is Indy is 14-4 straight up last 18 when playing at home versus Tennessee. I mean, maybe people are taking that into account. There's no Julio. Maybe they're factoring that in a lot. But you look at this team; they're not built around Julio. They have AJ, and they're going to keep running the football with Derrick Henry. And this Colts team's not going to... I mean, they have a decent defense, but we've seen much better defenses not be able to stop Derrick Henry. So
yeah.
I'm going to take him on the money line.
Yeah, I mean, Buffalo's defense is definitely much better than Indy's this year, and we saw what Tennessee was able to do on that defense. And so, I do like Tennessee to go ahead and take control of this game pretty handily. I'm not sure. I'm right there with you. I don't know if it's Julio being out. I don't know if people are worried about Taylor Lewan being out and that impacting Derrick Henry's ability to run the ball, although even after he went out last week, they still ran the ball really, really well. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and take the money line here with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not often you even get to even think about taking the money line dog in like the NFL.
So go ahead and take that. What did you got next for us here?
I got the Bengals and the Jets. I'm not in love with the spread here, but I'll take it at 11. You look at Cincinnati; they're 4-1 ATS last 5. Jets are 1-6 ATS last 7. Cincinnati, though, they are 1-9 straight up last 10 when playing at the Jets. Jets.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is a Cincinnati team that had that big statement win over the Ravens. I think we continue to see them roll. I mean, New York doesn't have the secondary to deal with Jamar Chase and company. You know, they got T. Higgins or is it T. Higgins? Rashard Higgins?
And good old ball Zach Wilson has been playing like balls.
Ball Zach Wilson's been terrible. I just don't.
If y'all don't get that, it's an inside joke.
It's not for you. Go sub to Yums 95, but
Yums _95 on Twitch, baby.
Bingo. I think this is another game that since he just continues to roll, the defenses look solid. The offense continues to look better and better every week. The receiving core looks great, especially as Jamar Chase continues to I think he's absolutely the favorite for, what would be a rookie of the year. So, I think I feel a little bit more comfortable taking Cincinnati at -11 than you do, maybe. But I think that'll take a unit or two from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 1 unit on it. I'm gonna love it. This is my favorite game, the SGP. The lines aren't out yet to SGP it, but Sunday morning I will have a video for y'all on the SGP. This will undoubtedly be my favorite game, the SGP. We've hit on a couple Bills SGPs this year, and I think this is another spot where we'll probably SGP the Titans game. We'll probably SGP the Bengals game.
Yeah.
So look out for those on the channel, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Next up, I got my Houston Texans, baby. Projected to get smacked in the mouth by the Rams. Line is 16.5, Dan. Rams are 4-3 ATS. Texans are 3-4 ATS. I don't love it. I don't like it. But we're trading away players at a rapid rate, and even Brandon Cook's not happy. And Brandon Cook's probably also going to get traded up out of there. So everybody kind of pissed off. Nobody really wants to be there. Everybody kind of wants the year to be over. I'll take the Rams 16.5 here.
Yeah, I initially had it at 14.5. I actually didn't see it that it jumped 2 points there. That's actually pretty wild. But
Davis is starting. That's why Tyrod got announced out. So
I didn't even know Tyrod was a thought.
Yeah, he was supposed to be back this week, and now he's not. So,
yeah, but I like LA to continue to roll here. I mean, they had a close game against Detroit last week, but I think some people. Detroit's played a lot of good teams close this year, so I don't necessarily know if it's a massive shocker per se. I think they're a much more talented team than Houston is. Unfortunately, for you, my friend.
And speaking of those ATS and And speaking of Tyrod, I believe 2 of those ATS wins would be Tyrod. So they're 3 and 4, but I believe Davis is 1 and 4.
The
ATS.
Flying Daves. Unfortunate. But yeah, I had LA here as well. I mean, sitting at 16.5 is not quite as nice. It's probably not much of a difference from 14.5 to 16.5 because you're basically looking at a 17-point game there, regardless, unless something weird happens in the game. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a soft play from me, but yeah, definitely the Rams.
Yeah, it's definitely a soft play. I don't even love it from an SGP perspective because the Rams spread the ball too much. So
yeah.
It's really hard to figure out who they're going to favor on the day.
Yep.
What you got next for us, though?
Next I had on my list here, I have Carolina visiting Atlanta.
Oh, man, this is probably the hardest game on the entire schedule to predict. This is the hardest game, and what I had written down is not what I have written down right now. What do you got?
I'm taking Atlanta minus 3.5. I think if it's still sitting at 3.5, is it still sitting at 3.5?
It was at 3 when I looked at it, so I don't know.
It is at 3 now, so I like it even better. Atlanta minus 3, and I'm going to tell you why.
Right now.
I'm going to tell you why. The Panthers defense built to stop the run, but the Falcons offense is not built to run the ball. They've been figuring out their pass offense these last couple of weeks. They've been getting Pitts more involved. They got Ridley back. They're getting Russell Gage involved in the offense. I mean, you're starting to look at a more comfortable Matt Ryan. That's a team that's trending up right now. Carolina has the Coleman curse. They're on the slide. Sam Darnold is seeing ghosts once again. I'm hammering the hell out the Falcons. Once again, shout out Warhawk.
Well, shout out Warhawk, our guy. And also, you look at the trends here, Dan. Carolina 1 and 4 ATS last 5. Carolina 1 and 5 ATS last 5 when playing in Atlanta. Atlanta 5 and 1 against the number last 6 when they're playing. Oh, that's the same stat, just reversed. But that's okay. That's what Vitamin Brain will do to you when you're writing stats over and over and over again all day.
Numbers.
So, numbers. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, like vitamins, stats, lots of stuff.
Happens to the best of us, my friend.
Well, we were talking about 3 and a hook. I do have a game here that was sitting at 3 and a hook. Didn't love it at 3 and a hook. A lot of people weren't liking it. Some people I saw taking Detroit, but Eagles in Detroit. I got Philly here minus 3.5. Philadelphia, though, the worrying thing, they are 2 and 4 ATS last 6. Lions actually sitting better at 4 and 3 ATS on the season. Philly is actually 3 and 4 ATS on the season.
Yeah, this was
kind of crazy. We've got 7 football games already in the NFL, by the way.
This was one I didn't feel good enough at 3.5, so I said just go ahead and tease it on down to 2.5 and bite the odds. Just if you're gonna bet it.
That's probably the best thing is to tease it.
Yeah, just to tease it down a point. You'll lose a little bit, but not that much in the odds. I think that's that's a smarter play with this Detroit, because I think Detroit, we've seen them play good football at times during the year, and we've seen Philly struggle at times. Philly did not look that good against Las Vegas last week. If they look like that again this week, and Detroit looks like how they did in LA last week, I think Detroit wins this football game. So I think that's why you have to go ahead and just tease it down to the 2.5, just as an insurance.
Yeah, you could also go ahead and put it in a teaser, in a 6.5 point teaser there.
Yeah. I think both teams played to their best abilities. Philly wins, but yeah, if we saw what we saw last week from Philly and we saw what we saw last week from Detroit, I think Detroit wins.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not confident in this Lions
had a lot
team,
of luck to go from the Lions, though. I must admit that a lot of fourth down conversions and fake punts and onside kicks and yeah,
and stuff that people will be looking at this week. They're not going to get all that off clean like they did.
No, they're not going to do it again. But
a game that I like better, Niners Bears. What you got on that one, guy?
This is a difficult one for me. I'm going to go ahead. Not as easy as the other ones. I'm not going to say it's the most difficult pick of the week, but it's not the easiest one. I'm going to go ahead and take the Niners here -4. I like the Niners to go ahead and reestablish the run. They're getting Trey Lance back this week, so we'll see if they go ahead and put him back in some packages there. That's the weakness of the Chicago defense. They're not very great at stopping the run. They'll still get after the quarterback, and they're still a pretty strong pass defense. So the Niners will definitely have to be on their best game when it comes to passing the ball. But I think they're going to go back to the run this week and just try to pound it down the throat.
Yeah, I mean, you look. I believe Garoppolo is starting this one.
He is.
San Francisco, though, my biggest thing. I'm taking the Niners -4. My biggest thing is San Francisco at 13-6 ATS, last 19 versus Chicago. They absolutely own Chicago in the head-to-head. You look at them this season; they are 1-5 last 6 ATS. A couple of those been with Trey, though. We're going back to Jimmy. Chicago's 3-6 ATS last 9. Yeah, I just like the Niners here. I mean, I think the defense eats against against. I can't think of his name. Justin Fields. I think that defense absolutely eats against Justin Fields. Not that Fields is bad. I'm not on the Fields is bad bandwagon. I think Matt Nagy is bad. I think that they need an offseason and a new coach. So
they need a lot of upgrading on that offensive line too. That's one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL right now, and that's a big reason why the Bears are struggling and why Justin Fields is struggling.
They also only run like 4 basic play concepts, so it takes like a defensive coordinator like 5 minutes to break their stuff down.
Yeah,
they run like basic Yankee and flood concepts.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad. A couple option routes.
Yeah. So, next game I had on my list here, New England visiting the Los Angeles Chargers. This was an interesting one. This one made me think a little bit because it's Bill Belichick. But I am gonna go ahead. I like the 2.5 points for the Chargers, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
2.5.
2.5. Coming off a week of rest is what I have.
Oh, you might need to check that.
Oh no. Oh no!
It was 4.5.
Now
is what I have it at.
4.5. I apologize. I got these lines last night, so I didn't realize we got 2-point movements on some of these. This is crazy.
2-point movement. That's crazy. Yeah, I wish I would have taken it at 2.5. I mean, I still like it at 4.5. Chargers 8-2 ATS last 10. Chargers 4-2 ATS this season. You do look at New England; they're 6-0 ATS last 6 against the Chargers, 6-0 straight up last 6 against the Chargers. They typically own this matchup, but this is a much different Chargers team. I think this is where they break the trend. They do have to go. I mean, it's helpful they don't have to go into Foxborough. That it has at the Chargers as well. And I think Justin Herbert and the boys have a rebound from the last game we saw. They also coming off the bye here.
Coming off a bye week. New England's banged up. So they've got some good things in terms of, intangibles going on there. Yeah, I like Justin Fields to go ahead, Justin Herbert to go ahead and bounce back this week.
Yeah, and live update, by the way. If you saw me looking over to the right, it's because the Astros were busy losing the World Series, but not by enough runs to cover my bet there, partner.
Did they get no hit? I heard they were getting no hit for a little bit there.
Oh, I don't know. No, we got hits because people were on base in the 9th there. So
okay,
got some hits, but we couldn't bring them in. We had the tying run on, but we couldn't get them in.
That's good. What you got next for us, partner?
Next, Jags and Seahawks. Nasty game. Russell won't be back. Was originally reported that he might be back as well. I guess he's not going to be back as also. So nasty game. I won't be watching it. Not at all.
It's the turd bowl, some might say.
Yeah, I mean, they're both terrible ATS too, partner. Hawks 4-3 ATS, Jacksonville 2-4 ATS. This will surprise you. Seattle 1-5 straight up last 5 at home. They're not protecting home well. Yeah, 12th man not showing out. They only got 11 on the field right now.
Yeah.
But I'll take the Hawks -4 because Urban Meyer just sucks at coaching in the NFL. He's really bad at coaching in the NFL. Let's go back to college.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of an overreaction to the Seahawks last couple of weeks with Geno at the helm. Jacksonville coming off a bye week, though, so they're going to have a week to prepare. This is a Seattle team that's
no.
They're not?
You forgot, buddy. They're coming off a bye week with Urban Meyer.
Fair enough.
I thought about this for a second. I was like, yeah, they're coming off a bye week. Typically, teams in the NFL that are bad do pretty well after a bye week. But their coach literally said that it was like playing Bama every week.
Yeah.
This man is lost. He was probably face deep in some college bosom this weekend. Okay, he was not paying attention to this game. You know what I'm saying? He's not prepared. What are we doing?
Yeah, but I still like Seattle here. I mean, I just don't see how Jacksonville gets it done. I think Seattle goes back to the run if they can go ahead and continue to establish the run for Alex Collins. Still no Chris Carson, but Alex Collins has looked good in that backfield from what we've seen so far. So if they can continue to kind of go ahead and develop things for him and open things up for Geno a little bit by establishing that run, I don't think they should have a problem.
Yeah, I agree. You got the Bucks and the Saints. Bucks, the line was 4.5, but I looked at it. I'm gonna lay it at 4.5 here with the Bucks. Tampa 14-1 straight up last 15 games. 3-4 against the number this season though. Saints are 3-3 against the number. Tampa 1-5 ATS last 6 games against New Orleans. So they typically play them tight. You'd like to see it 3 here, but I will go ahead and take it 4.5. It's a unit play.
Is this the first Tampa Bay New Orleans matchup post Drew Brees departure? Did they already play once this season?
They played already this season.
I thought so. Okay. Yeah. I still like Tampa here. I mean, New Orleans has just been so all over the place. Tampa's been pretty consistent outside of outside of that 1 week there. So,
So the Saints get Michael Thomas back. They're in a rough spot.
Yeah. I mean, Marquez Callaway let us down last week. That's all I'm going to say.
Marquez Callaway did let us down.
And that's their.
What do you think about this? What?
And that's their featured guy for right now until Thomas comes back, really. So.
Yeah, that was their number one guy, and he couldn't even get 60 yards. Was it there for us?
I believe that was the number. Yeah.
Whatever. They were trying to throw to Traquan Smith over the top all day. So.
Yeah, it was wild.
They told me Callaway was fast, but apparently he sucks.
Not fast enough, they said.
I'm not. You're probably a nice guy, but my money. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You owe me a couple bucks.
Oh yeah.
You look at the next game, Dan. You get the Washington football team and the Broncos. Probably another stinker of a game. What do you got in this one, guy? I'm
gonna go ahead and ride it with Denver. It's just simply based off of these are two strong-ish defenses, pretty good. Washington's secondary stinks this year. So for that reason, with Teddy Bridgewater being the pretty good game manager that he is, I see Denver. I believe they were sitting at -3. Let me check what they're at right now. 3.5. So maybe tease them down 2.5 if you want to, do the safe play. But I think Denver can win by a touchdown here.
Nice. Well, apparently this is the hammer down play of the show because Hops has come to sit on my lap now, which means it's a lucky play. So, I don't like many totals here in the NFL. I don't play a lot of totals in the NFL. Play more totals in college. I got the under 44.5 here, though. You look at the Washington football team, they average 20.9 points a game. Denver averages 20. You go ahead and add those up. That's going to be 40.9 there, partner. I'm not a mathematician, but I can do that one, and that's under 44.5. Total gone under in 5 of Denver's last 7. You do look, total's gone over in 5 of the last 7 head-to-head, but were very different teams.
Very, very different teams. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Denver's offense, while it's pretty down bad, it's still better than Washington's. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and ride with the Broncos here at home.
Yeah, I believe the juice was pretty good on the under. That's why I like the under as well. So,
yeah, I mean, with a couple of down bad offenses and stronger defenses,
I just saw a lot of running of football in this one too.
Oh yeah, with Barber and Melvin Gordon definitely. They're doing a little bit more by committee these days in Denver. There. Moving on, our final game on our slate for the weekend show. We'll cover Monday on Monday's show. Dallas visiting Minnesota. What you got for us?
Well, partner, I think I told you this earlier and I spoiled it, but Dallas holding opponents to 86.2 rushing yards a game. They're number 2 themselves in rushing a football at 164.3. Minnesota's run D is not good. They're 26th in the league. Dallas is number 5 passing attack. Minnesota is number 12 in passing D. Dallas is first in points per game. You look at them the dog here because Dak might not play. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. They got 2 fantastic feature backs, and all they have to do is get the ball in their playmakers' hands. I think Cooper Rush can do enough to get the ball in the hands of the playmakers here to go ahead and do enough to win this football game. You've seen this Vikings team; they never impressed me. They've never impressed me the entire time that Kirk Cousins has been there. He hasn't been impressive since he got his contract, in my opinion.
Yeah. I know this Dallas team, especially the defense, was banged up a little bit heading into this week, but looks like most everybody's good to go. Still a couple of questions on the offense there for Tyron Smith, and obviously you mentioned Dak as well. But I'm kind of with you there as well with the way this Minnesota defense is built. They don't necessarily have to pass the ball to beat this team. They can do it through the run. The front seven's more built to rush the passer than it is to stop the run, especially with the safeties they got over the top there. Those guys like to play kind of top down defense. So I think even without Dak playing, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Dallas money line here. They've been playing great football. The defense has played well past expectations. I like them to continue to go ahead and play good football.
I agree. There's 2 underdog money lines I like in the NFL. That's rare. I'll take both of them.
Take both.
I like the Cowboys here, plus 135 last time I looked. So
yeah, that's I think what I had it at as well. So, alrighty, partner. Well, that'll go ahead and do it for this NFL Sunday show.
Let's make some money.
Let's make some money, baby. If y'all did enjoy, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below.
Hit that like button too, baby.
Where are we trying to get to, Free? What's the goal?
1,000 subscribers, Daniel. 1,000.
1,000 subs.
You know what I mean? How much do we charge for our picks here, Dan?
$3.99, baby.
$3.99. The only thing that we'll ever ask you is to go slide down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic day on and off the books.
We will see y'all on Monday.